season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jones looking to throw it on the first play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. They do get a couple, but they'll be left standing at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 31.
All things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think in this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the...
He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice... play, they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, he's going to air this thing out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long.
That's with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Some problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score is an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. On the move past the 40. Big strides, look at him go. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Harris. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Torrey Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, for Kittle here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Now Jones, and the pass to Henry is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. New England's offense set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, Have to admit, I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
They go play action. Winston. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake, Winston. And this one too low.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston rolling to his left. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Come on, let's go. Let's run it. Ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Winston, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Winston. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead grows to 14 and 24-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is that the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
You certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. A beautiful fake. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to Stevenson on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second and 11 now. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And third and 8 now. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jones going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stevenson. Oh, a good move at the 5. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Stevenson again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They'll stop him just shy of the goal line. Give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. They run for it with Harris, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. They run it again with Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got it. There he goes, left side. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive there, just 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Winston here to throw. He completes it to Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action now, Winston. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing, Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. For this this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the...
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it would probably matter to the statisticians as this